getting started and hot.
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Good old Black Eyed Peas. What's going on, all you sexy subscribers? Welcome back to the Medium Rare Podcast. Out here today with our very special guest, Creator Jules, a.k.a. Hannah Jewel Clark, a.k.a. Stay Social, a.k.a. How to Be Social, a.k.a. Social Sounds.
There's a lot of things going on.
Do you have any more AKAs that I should have added on there?
I have a friend named AK.
Shout out AK.
Shout out AK.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I always like doing whenever somebody mentions someone's name on the podcast, I always say shout out to that person.
Oh, good.
And there's like a 99.9% chance they'll never see this.
Oh, I'm going to send it. I send it every time I do a podcast, I mention people and I always send it to them.
Perfect.
My favorite part is when I mention them very late in the podcast. I'm like, I don't know, dude, you're just going to have to listen to the entire podcast.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who literally took a picture of him watching it on the computer.
Yeah.
And he said, dude, this podcast with you and Jair is crazy.
I need to listen to that one.
It's really good. It's so long though. It's like 2.5 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Forever. That's usually how long they are sometimes. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
We have.
He's like prepping me. He's like, this is actually gonna be.
And well, today we have a little special treats in store for you guys. But yeah. Because usually that Jair one we had already cooked and we ate and then we just sat and talked.
Oh, okay.
Forever, yeah.
But now we're gonna have some movement. There's gonna be some things going on.
There's gonna be some movement. Yeah, we'll probably have to pieces. We'll probably keep this camera here, and then we'll move that one right here, so that way they get the.
Yeah, my other one's
angle.
charging as well too, so we'll have options.
Nice. Dang,
He's got a whole
stacked
notebook. You're stacked.
Yeah, I try to be. I don't know.
Is this preparation for this podcast?
Yeah.
Aww.
Dude, you gotta prepare a little bit. Anything you do, you gotta.
Me, I read in my notes. I was like, okay, 3 things I want to make sure to talk about: music, career, and love. That was my.
Okay, solid. Yeah. No, I think that's all in here, but it's all spread out. I literally want to go into detail of each of your. She has 3 AKAs, but there's. You do all these things. I feel like your life is just pulled in a million separate directions all the time. But it's all connected, right? Yeah. But it's not just all those things I listed out. It's part of that is also actress, musician, model, rapper. I don't know, everything, right?
I'm a queen. So actually, I probably can't say that we're gonna get copyrighted. But there's a great Bon Kui Kui rap that I memorized when I was a lot younger.
The beat's not in the background. So you can say.
No, I'm pretty sure you can get.
Really?
Can you do words? Isn't that words copyrightable?
I mean, you can do a line or two.
Like a parody. This is a parody.
Yeah. Were you about to spit the whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but I mean it's a short rap. So.
Yeah.
I'm the mic. It's the queen. So listen to me sing. He wants a number 3 superstars in your rings. He's off house arrest. No, it can rinse it all, but he's got 3 strikes. So don't get his order on. I'm looking cute, and there's nothing you can say. So if you get with me, we can do it your way. Hi.
Bars. That was sick. Wait, who rapped that?
I think it was an SNL skit. It was
okay.
Quickly, but I can't remember the comedian's name. She was hilarious.
I like those late night show skits a lot. Do you remember that? Do you know that Gordon Ramsay one where it's he puts the bread in between the person's ear?
Okay, so I never saw that, but I saw all the memes on the
internet
about that.
So a lot of people think that's from an actual show, the actual Iron Chef show.
Yeah.
But it's from a late night talk show skit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that actually Gordon Ramsay?
It's actually Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think he was on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh man, that's a goal. Be on a late night talk
show.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've imagined that before. Just sitting on the other side of Jimmy Fallon, him just constantly interrupting you whenever you're trying to say something.
LOL.
Shout out to Jimmy, I love you.
Hopefully by that time I'm enough of a CUNT that I'd be like, Jimmy.
Chill out.
Chill out, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to talk.
Yeah. I would honestly just want to go on Jimmy Fallon to just meet the Roots. The Roots? The band? Jimmy Fallon's house band.
Is that his band?
Yeah.
That's great.
The Roots was one of the OG hip hop groups of all time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know who I would like to form a band or a collab with?
Who?
Tenacious D.
I can see that.
Yeah. That's a vibe. That's what I like. Me and my sister, actually a lot of my music inspiration is from my sister, to be honest with you, growing up with her. And it's so funny because I just visited her and I was like, do you remember when we listened to this together?
Yeah.
She's like, I barely listened to this. I don't know why you're so
She played it in the car one time and you were like, oh my God, this bonding memory. Yeah.
Literally. I was like, my big sister taught me music.
See, that's crazy because literally I wrote down here, music inspiration.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
She's definitely a big inspiration for me, only because she It's funny. Shout out to my sister.
out.
So my sister and I have to be very PG.
Jordan.
Yes.
Shout out Jordan.
I have to be very PG when I talk
Yeah.
about my sister because she is a Christian worship pastor and I respect what she does. And
Respect.
her husband is also a technical lead. He does worship too though, which is pretty impressive. Anywho, but I will say this, like the song When September Ends by Green Day. She was the first person.
Classic.
Yes.
Sad Girl Hours.
September ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look back at a lot of the music I was listening to. I was like, man, my hormones are just.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Bro, such a
Dude.
good song.
Dude, I had 7 songs on my flip phone, like my first flip phone, not my last one, but like my first flip phone in like the 7th grade, and that was one of them.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? In my music library, like from when I was in high school, I mean, I pirated a lot of stuff when I was younger.
Crossfire, LimeWire, yeah.
LimeWire,
Yeah.
Pirate Bay. Anyways, I wonder if those are still around.
I think Pirate Bay might be. I don't think LimeWire and Frostwire are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anywho, so the ones that I didn't do that with, the ones I actually bought,
Yeah.
are still in my iTunes music library to this day.
No way.
Yeah.
Like on your iTunes
Yeah.
right now? Dang.
I think I could probably pull it up. Keep talking about
It's probably saved as like Green Day 20%, when 20% September 20% ends, or like some random characters in between.
This is the one I was thinking of. I really liked this song. Talking about music inspiration. Your computer is not authorized. LOL, just kidding. It kicked me out of my own music that I bought when I was 17. But it is Talia Mar, Stolen. It was a great little song. She was actually like a big influencer too. I ended up finding out, and then she went into music. So I guess
what's her name?
Talia Mar.
Talia Mar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out Talia Mar.
Shout out Talia if you ever watch this.
Yeah, right. Because she was like a big inspiration. Because like I do a lot of influencing, and like it's kind of how I've gotten my like artist brand out there. So, anyway, it's just weird.
Yeah, that's that is kind of like a hack that Soulja Boy used back in the day too.
Oh, be an influencer and then like.
Yep. Yeah. Because he was like, I think Soulja Boy was the original, like one of the original influencers.
No way.
One of. Dude was ahead of his time for like so many things.
Okay.
But
what does he do now?
One thing, I mean, he still raps, and he's like.
The way you got it was like.
I mean, he does everything now, but
you
like.
You were so hype about him 2 seconds ago.
There's so much stuff that he's done like that's gone viral, right? Do you remember that like one meme that's like Drake? Like, no, never mind. Dang, now I'm just talking. But I will tell you one thing, so that you might relate to this music wise. So when we're downloading those songs off of Frostwire and LimeWire.
Yeah.
So what Soulja used to do was, he would put his song, because it was a stream sharing service. Because like people would upload files and other people would download them.
Yeah.
So Soulja would upload like Soulja Boy Tell Him, like Crank That Soulja, right?
Yeah.
He would upload it, but he would title it like 50 Cent in the Club. And he'd put it out. And then so whenever somebody would download it and then they double click it to play the song, it'd be like, Soulja Boy Tell Him, you, right? And that's how it got big. That's how he got like so big, because everybody, that line was so iconic. Right?
That's probably right. I actually really appreciate that piece of knowledge.
Yeah.
I'll keep that. That's going to go in the dome.
Yeah. So next time.
Because now I'm going to be thinking of ways I could trick people into listening to my music.
Exactly. No, people like this dude used to tell me the same thing. And when I was at UNT, he's like, hey, you see, like on every library table, there was a QR code that said like something about textbooks for sale, right? And he said, dude, you could literally just put your YouTube channel on this thing and then just put textbooks for free or whatever, and then people would hate you, but like they get you.
The sentiment would probably not be great. But here's actually a psychology hack for you.
Yeah, hit me.
If people start off not liking you, but then end up liking you, they actually like you more.
Oh.
Yeah, because they have to justify it. So if your YouTube content is good enough, and they watch a couple seconds, they're like, I actually like this guy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Could be a good strategy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Did you learn that when you were doing
when
your master's?
I got my master's in psychology.
Master's in psychology? Yeah.
Little do you know.
You ever
mine effing you right now.
Yeah. She's playing, like this whole thing is just a string of
unfortunate events.
Yeah. A series of unfortunate events. I never watched that
It was
as a
really
kid.
good. You should watch
Really?
it. I read the books when I was a kid, and then I watched it when I was
remember
older.
the books were big. You read a lot. You read a lot today?
I
mean, not today.
No.
not on.
When I was
March
younger,
28th, yeah.
I used to read a lot.
Yeah.
But and actually this year I've gotten back into it. Shout out to DeMarcus and his book club.
Shout out to Marcus. I met DeMarcus.
Yeah.
At the meetup, like months ago, in November.
Oh, yeah. Love him. DM the creator on Instagram. But he started a book club, and that actually got me back into reading books. And I got invited to another book club now, and they're doing a book called The Mind-Gut Connection. And I'm super excited about that book, yeah. Which, my favorite types of books are usually like dystopian, sci-fi, like post-apocalyptic kind of stuff.
Brave New World,
Yeah,
1984.
I was really into Hunger Games when I was younger. Trying to think what else, but yeah, mostly that. And then I like there's this book that I recently read. I don't know what you would call it, but it was called The Midnight Library, and obviously it wasn't real, but it was like it had this like great theological theme, like theology books, like but not real. What is that? Fiction? Is that fiction?
Fiction, yeah.
I sound stupid.
No, you're
Anyways,
good.
Fiction, theology
it's
books.
the way they describe it's like non-fiction means not real.
Yeah.
I mean, no, non-fiction is real, but fiction is not real.
Yeah.
Like
I
somebody.
didn't know why they did that.
Somebody could have made that so much easier. Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody was like.
Somebody's like, let's just mess with everybody. That's like, it's like, why do we park in the driveway and drive in the parkway?
For the use of the clip, I want you to zoom in on my face because that was priceless. I was like, what?
That was great.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Anywho, favorite book of all time, actually remembered when we were talking, is Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. Great book.
Yeah. Can you just give me a synopsis?
A brief synopsis? Yeah, sure. So there's this like guy, and he has a really horrible life, and then he like is constantly like pushed and pulled, and I think at one point he has to be like a doppelganger for a president, and like it's in the future, and all this crazy stuff happens. He ends up on this planet in space, and like this won't ruin the book because I really didn't describe the book very well, but like the whole meaning of the book is like it makes you think like, oh, anything can happen, but by the end of the book you're like, but we're all just the cog in this like universal machine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we're just gears.
Yeah.
That keep the world turning.
Yeah. Hopefully we can be rich and famous gears though. That's what I'm looking forward to.
One day. Calling it right now.
Calling it out.
March 2024.
Well, my phone
Actually,
says,
it's
my phone says it is January 9th at 9:41 p.m.
And it's just been saying that all day.
All day.
Yeah, we think that we're part of a time travel paradox movie, and this is the beginning of it.
Yeah, or like the hologram got really, really weird.
Oh yeah, the Matrix.
Glitch,
Oh, the Matrix
yeah.
is glitching hard right now.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Which is funny because on January 9th I was on another, like I went to a dinner with a podcast friend, so.
Dang.
Wee.
Right? Yeah. Insert like whatever the ET theme.
Yeah, he's like.
Right. ET phone home.
Yeah.
Speaking of aliens that travel a lot.
That could be taken so out of context.
How?
Think. Aliens that travel a lot.
Aliens that travel a lot?
Yeah.
Like outer space?
Never mind, I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just a bad person.
Dude, maybe. What are you talking about?
I don't know,
All
I'm saying it.
You take it offline, I guess.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask because you got the highlights in your Instagram under your bio. You got the New York. You got the you got the Japan. You got the London. You got the Paris.
Yep.
You're literally like when what's her name? Hillary Duff. Britney Spears. I've been to London, Paris, Tokyo. That song.
Yeah.
You know that from like the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a lot of places, honestly, and that's like, I actually did an interview for a freelance position today. They would need somebody to do their PR. So my undergrad is in PR and journalism, minor in world studies. Mm-hmm. I went to India and Spain when I was in college for study abroad.
Huge.
I know more Spanish than I know Hindi, but I do know a phrase in Hindi. It's Marinam, Jules Hay.
Hey, that was good,
yeah.
Dude. Because we were supposed to do this at my parents' house.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God, no.
Dude, you could have said that. Dude, you could have said that. They would have been like, "Yo, that's."
Now you know that I'm parent approved.
Yeah.
I can get along with most parents.
Yeah.
Like parents love me because I'm just like jolly and happy.
So I always have a smile. That's contagious though. Like what you like.
Jolly and happiness.
Yeah. Yeah. You got so serious. You're like, what's contagious? No, yeah. Whatever you put out in the world is what the world is a reflection of back at you.
Yeah, 100%. No, I believe that.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's why
travel.
I read People Suck. I'm like, no, what did I do? Anywho.
And sometimes people just suck though.
I love how you just changed your whole life.
No. Sometimes it's different. You can put it all out there, but it's just.
I personally have a belief that even if they do suck, it's like revealing a character trait in me that maybe it's not like I'm as far as they are on the scale of having that trait, but I have exhibited in some way and I attracted that into my world. And so I check myself before I wreck myself.
You gotta chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. Like that. I need to record that later.
That's Ice Cube.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was original.
Oh no.
You
Too much credit. No, I can't. That's O'Shea Jackson's bar right there.
Who's O'Shea Jackson?
That's Ice Cube's real name.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know so much more about me than music, and I'm the musician, which is
Dude, no,
hilarious.
but like I know like a very specific niche of like gangster rap. Like, that's it. That's what I know. Like if you if you go back and watch the Jair podcast tonight, there's so many times where like he'll say like a sentence and I'll like respond to it because there's a hip hop lyric that applies to that.
I like to say that I am a jukebox hook machine. So like I will randomly, like somebody will be talking, they'll say something that reminds me of a hook, and I'll just sing the hook of the song.
Yeah. I'll do that, but with the bars.
Yeah.
Like with the lyrics, not the hook, Dang.
Now I'm trying to think of songs, but of course they're escaping me. Back to the travel thing.
Yeah, hit me.
So after I got out of college, I worked at D Magazine for a little bit, and I worked at Dallas Innovates, and I really helped release the first publication, like the first magazine they had. And then I went into digital marketing, and then at that point I knew PR, I knew marketing, I knew how to do events. I was very, very skilled in like the brand and marketing space.
Right.
Because I had been doing how to be social for a while at that point too, and I was like, man, I really need to learn some business. I was like, then I could actually like make some money from
You could
this.
like scale it.
Yeah. It's been 7 years just trying to scale. We're still working on that, but it's happening slowly but surely.
It's like the exponential curve, right?
Yes. We're getting there. 30 is going to be my peak. That's what I keep manifesting for myself.
Heck yeah. Did you say please, Father?
I was like, please, if there is a God. Anywho, so yeah, I got brought on to an accelerator, like a tech accelerator, and I was like their marketing and like culture lead, basically.
Yeah, like a Y Combinator.
Yeah. So we awarded startups monetary compensation and like resources based on them hitting certain milestones inside of our program. And so that's where I went to Japan. Like we were interviewing startups there. We went to London, interviewed there, Canada. New York was kind of like I went to New York for a lot of different reasons. I went to New York because of New York Fashion Week. I walked New York Fashion Week. I went there just to like support my other friends. I had a lot of friends that moved out there and like become very successful, so that's cool.
You just move there and something happens, something in the water.
I don't think it works like that because I've definitely had some friends that come back.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I will say the people that have been successful in one way or another, not all of them is like fame. I do have one friend, Caroline Banowitz.
Shout out Caroline.
Shout out Caroline. Who she's a female comedian, and she's also a model and also like does other stuff too. And I don't think like she's like, super famous or anything, but she's definitely like built an audience for herself. I think she's like, she's getting close to tour. If she's not touring, you should be touring. I can help you with that. Anyways, but yeah, no, she's been super successful. She's funny as heck, man. I remember her first couple skits. I was like, this is weird.
But the progression.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still weird, but now it's normalized.
Man, there's always some portions of comedy that like the line goes backwards for like politically correctness, but sometimes the line goes forward on weirdness.
Well, and I think artistry too is like you pendulum shift a lot. Like you pendulum shift to one side where you're like kind of, it's almost cringy, and then you pendulum shift to the other side where you're like playing it super safe, and eventually you kind of figure out in the middle.
Good balance.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a place to live, not like you said, 30 is gonna be your peak, right? After that, if you had to pick a place, like any country, where would it be?
Okay, so you asked two different questions here.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, if I just had to pick a place, just pick any place.
To live, long term.
Spain.
That's it? That's
God, I would love to live in Spain.
How long was your travel abroad thing there?
A month and a half.
Dang.
But like,
so you got to experience quite a bit. You got to immerse yourself in the culture
yeah,
quite a
I
bit.
got so good at Spanish.
Yeah. Did you know Spanish before?
I knew like a little bit. Actually, what's funny is that I had an 8 a.m. Spanish class in college. It was like the only class I ever failed, and the only reason I failed is because I couldn't get to the class on time, and it was right across the street.
What?
I don't know, man.
That's doing on my face on that one. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never failed a class in my life before. That was
except that one?
Yeah.
Dang.
But then I was like, F you, I'm just gonna go to Spain instead and get the credit, and then I did.
There you go.
And that's when I learned if people don't believe in you, just travel and prove them wrong.
Dang, if you said that more serious, it would have been like, that would have been the thing.
You know what I've learned in life?
What is
that? If people don't believe in you,
Wait, the crazy thing, I went up and you went, dude, the thing is, like, I've seen so many, like, you sent me something earlier today, I was like, dude, I've seen so many of those troll podcasts, it's crazy. Like, it's like, yeah, Jeff Bezos, he doesn't cook his own food. You know, he has a chef for that. Mark Zuckerberg, he doesn't cut his own lawn. He has a guy for that. So, to increase my productivity, I hired a guy who fucks my wife for me. So I can focus all my time on scaling my business.
that's ugly.
Yeah, that's the shit that went viral. Like, what are you talking about? Like.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And the thing I sent you, I didn't think was trolly. I thought it was very serious. I was like, you should treat him this way.
Dude.
I took it very seriously.
Dude, yeah, you were laughing when you said it. So in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. No. I was like, yeah, you should do all these things for a woman. He's over here like, what a good troll video. I'm like, it's like this gentleman is talking about how to treat a lady. Did you even like
What?
the video I sent you?
Yeah, I remember that. Well, that dude also said if he wears ballerina socks or has highlights of travel videos in his Instagram bio, a la poubelle, which means like throw them in the trash.
Okay, I didn't see that part.
That was the whole premise of the reel.
Dude, watch the same reel?
Watch it again. Look what you sent me.
Un momento, por favor. Yo necesito.
I took French in high school. I don't know if you said.
Tell me something in French.
Je parle français un peu. Je parle un peu français. That means I speak a little French.
That's adorable. Where is this? Frizzy. Your Instagram name is hilarious to me.
Why?
Because every time I have to put it in, I'm like, this isn't your name.
It's so close to a phrase.
I think maybe I was only paying attention to the aesthetic. Why is my phone sound not working? If he spends 2 seconds looking at his phone. That's what I read.
Dude, yeah, because the rest of it, I can't even use my phone. We're using it to record.
Maybe it makes you slide in the first seat of the car opening. Yeah, the first
Well,
couple.
keep watching. Right? Yeah, right?
If he spends more than 5 seconds looking at the bill before he pays.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. I agree
If
with
he has
that.
story highlights of different travel destinations on his Instagram profile. Is that me?
If he cuffs his trousers, dude, literally, bro, I literally been doing this shit for years. Like,
How do you say it?
is it
Giving the
poubelle? Poubelle means like trash can.
Poubelle.
Yeah, that's a French word.
Yeah. You should always get a DJ who's like,
Legs
on
on
our
first
first
time.
business. Okay. We're gonna you need to have this.
Dude,
plan,
yeah, I know,
right?
because I did not hear any of that. Yeah.
Anywho.
Dude, so you looked at the first 2 seconds of the reel, and
Yeah.
you were like, you
I said, this is on brand. You should do this.
dude, you literally said, I can see you doing this so much, and then I was like, dude, why? I don't think I talk shit about other dudes like this. I was like, why did she send me?
I thought it was gonna be all like how to treat women, very upright, upstanding. Yeah, I didn't watch the entire reel. I do that a lot on accident.
You don't watch the whole reel and you send it over?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just have a little Gen Z brain. I'm like
15-second max.
Yeah.
What have you found like the most success with on the videos that you've been putting out, like on your reels and stuff? Like, what's the time that like gets the most like engagement?
That is a great question. I can tell you the ones that went viral. I can also tell you my personal strategy, but I will tell you overall, you have to not care.
That makes sense.
That's mostly what I think about.
Cool.
Like I create the strategy and then I kind of forget about it, and then
Yeah.
it's just like kind of runs in the background. It's like a little computer back there. So the ones that have gone viral for me, and I'm kind of focusing in on it, is on TikTok. I had a Texas facts video go viral, and
I did see that.
Yeah, so I think I got like 500,000 or something, and that's what got me all my followers on TikTok. Love you, TikTok, because I did a
Shout
little,
out.
yeah, TikTok. Hey, TikTok, send me some cake or something. You sent all those other influencers
Cake.
things.
They
Yeah.
send them
They
cake.
sent like a whole cake. Yeah, it was crazy.
Can you send me a steak instead? I don't need cake.
That would be great. And it's on time because it rhymed. Anywho.
It did. Yeah, dude. There's a hold up. We gotta come. There's a bar. Every time someone says there's something that, like I always try to come up with a
New
bar.
thing. Me
Yeah.
just throws on beat.
Yeah, throw a beat on. It's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like Rihanna. I got all this cake. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cook up on the stove. I got all this steak. Something
Yeah.
like that, you know? I don't know.
Because you know what's thick meat.
Thick with the few C's.
Yeah.
I don't even know what sound effect the caption's gonna put for that. Like,
That's gonna be great. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, virality.
yes.
So that went viral, and so I just kept doing more Texas facts videos until they started getting super low, and I was like, okay, they're obviously not like interested in this anymore. But a lot of my followers are from Texas, and so when I had like my music release parties and stuff, like people came because they knew of me from TikTok, which was super cool.
Huge.
And then now what I focus on Instagram, it's all about like transition videos. So like me like going from this to like.
Oh yeah, and you do like the whatever thing, and then
Like the whatever thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insert transition here.
right, yeah, just whoosh.
Yeah, we're like on the other side. I'm just
We'll like
kidding.
start cooking,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Oh, dude, yeah, it's like 9:30. We probably should start cooking.
Let's
All right,
go.
yeah.
Yoink. Oh, I got this stuff. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but it's non-alcoholic, and it's like a spirited kind of thing.
Uh huh. All right. I guess we'll go into the. Oh, actually, I gotta go this way first. All right. So a quick little steak instruction. Nothing crazy. We're just wiping this down. I had seasoned this when we got here about like an hour ago.
Toilet paper.
Hey, it works. I mean, this is some
I mean, it does.
this is
I'm
some thick
just
toilet. This is some
embarrassed.
thick toilet paper. I'm just saying.
You know me. I gotta have that 2-ply.
Dude, I was just talking to Crystal. What was her name? Your friend that was just here, Trixie.
Trixie, how
Yeah.
did you get Crystal? I'm
I don't know.
Jules. That's probably
Yeah,
what it-
probably.
He's like on brand.
Right?
I'm gonna be on brand.
So I was talking to her, and dude, I just lost my entire train of thought.
you were talking to Crystal.
Yeah, but
about-
like I forgot what we were.
talking about
Oh,
2-ply?
about about toilet paper. So I was like, dude, why is it that like, dude, sometimes you go to like the richest people's houses, and they'll have the shittiest toilet paper. Have you ever noticed that?
That's how they got rich. They're like, fuck this. We are not spending money on toilet paper. And then they used that investment to create their first business. Not really how it be though. Important question. Do you have an ice maker in your house?
We just like use the fridge, we just press the button and then.
Alright, but you have an ice maker.
I don't ever use ice for anything.
What?
I drink my water like room temperature.
I mean, I do too, but there's still reasons to use ice.
I don't know. I just never use ice.
That's very odd.
I don't
to
like
me.
cold things.
He said I don't like cold things as I make a cold thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll drink some water though.
It's not gonna be water. It's gonna be
What
mixed
is
with a
it?
little bit with that. It's called Bon Buzz. If you don't like it, you don't have to drink it. But
Oh, can I read the ingredients real quick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You're
'Cause,
allergic to a lot of things.
yeah, my
aren't you?
stomach stuff. Acacia, purple carrot juice, L-tyrosine, mushroom fiber extract. You can pour it. I won't finish it. But I'll have a sip.
But
I'll try a sip.
is it gonna make you die?
No, I mean like if I have a sip, I'm not gonna die. Yeah, but like I
Alright.
mean, yeah.
Sponsor.
No. You gotta do this thing like the.
With the head.
You see that? You see that shit, right?
You're hilarious. Love that. Mm. Yay. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, Governor.
What is that face?
It's a.
Is it strong?
Dude, it's not my cup of juice.
It's hilarious. That's funny as heck. I like it.
That is a very specific flavor.
Yeah.
Very like gingery.
Yeah.
Very gingery. That's all I taste.
This is ginger.
Yeah.
To be fair,
it looks like it would taste like a acai berry.
Oh, interesting.
But-
Yeah. Well, they said that this batch was a little bit more like poignant, if you will. So the next batch apparently is going to be like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really like eat. I don't really drink anything that's not water. So
Yeah, I know.
that's probably why. That's probably why my taste buds are like, yo, what is
So
this?
when did you start? Like, when did you decide to go non-alcoholic completely?
Well, I never drank before.
Ever?
Ever.
Well, then how are you doing drunk interviews with your friends?
We're not the ones that are drunk.
You said the other people are drunk.
Yeah. that's hilarious. Yeah, I've never heard that. Actually, I've heard that before. They're like, yeah, why is it called drunk interviews? Because you're sober. And I was like, because the people we interview are drunk.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you want like a hand mitt? That's gonna get hot.
It is, eh?
That drawer right there.
Nice. Oh, perfect.
I'm like watching you do that. I'm like, that's terrifying. Okay. Virality is what we were talking about.
Virality, yep.
So now I do a lot of transition videos. I'm focused on my most popular posts were always like they're very like editorial kind of like modeling stuff. That always did really well.
Right.
I'm trying to right now find the trifecta that works for my brand.
Yeah.
And like represents me best. So one thing you mentioned the AKAs earlier. So I have 3 accounts. 3, count them. And the first one is Creator Jules. She started off as a model. Over the years, she's like just done a ton of other things. Now I've really turned her into like the character, the persona. Like my peak of social media was when I had red hair and I had like 22-inch extensions and they were good extensions. You know, my friend Trixie was over earlier. She said I had bad extensions. I just want to clarify.
Did you have extensions? Yeah, different. Those are different ones from college.
Yeah,
right?
they were clip-ins. I got them off Amazon. She's
gotcha,
right,
gotcha.
they were bad. What do you need?
Can you start a timer on your phone for me? Or
Yeah.
just hit the stopwatch real quick? I just have the same process for cooking steaks every time.
No, you're good.
Cool.
Love you, boo.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So really what I'm trying to focus on is like something that is like entertaining, something that is a little bit funny and a little bit educational.
Infotainment.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the entertaining part was either going to be like my fashion, my looks, or like music. The education part, that's the part that I got to figure out for Creator Jules is like, what is she educating people on?
What do you teach? What do you want to teach? Type of thing.
Yeah. So I'm like, I could do like makeup or fashion or something, but I haven't decided quite yet if that's going to be it. I know on the subscriber part of it, I want to teach people how to like make music and like the behind the scenes of that. But I don't want to. I feel like that's very valuable to me right now. Very valuable to me right now, and so I kind of want to keep that under a paywall.
Yeah.
And then what did I say? Funny. I know I'm funny, but I feel like I'm funny in person funny. I don't know if I'm funny online.
Like
funny.
skit funny, or
I can be skit funny.
yeah.
I just haven't had like the only piece of funny content I've ever had like get over 10K was one time when I was walking down the street at Christmas time, the Dallas parade, Dallas Christmas parade.
Yeah.
There was a giant inflatable snowman behind me. And I can't remember. She took that too. Give me a
Just
second.
cut you off mid cliffhanger.
Okay, here you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yoink.
So there's a giant inflatable.
Oh, snowman.
Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said something about like, God better handle it because if he doesn't, I will, or something like that. It was something sassy and stupid.
Yeah.
My makeup looked good, and it went over 10K.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then like another time, I had like a random funny one where it was like me falling asleep. Like it
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know. I still haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm getting close to figuring out my own. And everybody has their own.
It's
personal
never the ones
recipe.
you expect, right?
Yeah, because I think it's the sides of you that you don't see.
Yeah.
So, what about you? Have you had any viral videos yet?
I did on TikTok until like I got banned.
You got banned on TikTok?
I got banned on like a few TikTok accounts, yeah.
Why?
Because apparently my content was too sexually explicit. Like every time I posted a video, this is after like I got a few thousand followers. Every time I posted a video, they like TikTok would just take it down, and then eventually they just banned me from like posting content.
What was sexually?
Dude, it was like, I mean, we were asking people like, have you ever eaten ass before, and like, you know.
Yeah.
Right? It's
That'll
like,
do it.
or
I
it's
got
like,
banned from TikTok Live.
and there was one, really? I think a lot of people were reporting it because sometimes you interview somebody when they're like blitzed out of their mind. But Texas is a one-party state, so you don't need someone else's consent to interview them.
That's true.
You interview them, their clip goes viral, they find it, and then like there's one of this guy who's like, I asked his girlfriend, I was like, who was right next to him? I was like, what's your biggest fantasy you haven't told your partner yet? And she goes, a threesome. And then he goes, damn. And I was like, 2 guys or 2 girls? And she said, 2 girls. And then he goes, ah! And dude, literally overnight, million views, overnight on TikTok.
Because that's every woman.
Yeah.
Like, every woman wants to have a threesome with another girl, and every man wants to be
The
the
third guy,
boyfriend
yeah,
of that
exactly.
girl. Yeah.
Right? So that happened, and like, but the thing was, like, these guys were visiting Dallas, and they're from some small town.
Yeah.
And apparently, it went viral, and like, there's like a bunch of people at the girlfriend's work who were like harassing her because of that.
Oh no.
And so like, he DM'd me. He's like, dude, like a lot of shit's going down like right now, like like in our town, like this thing is going viral. Can you
please take it down?
Can you take it down? And I was like, dude, like I did take it because yeah, I know. I was like, bro, like, man, like you need to like if I knew you guys weren't drunk, they weren't even drunk. They were like, it was like after the club's closed type of thing, you know, like everyone's kind
They're
of
being silly.
Yeah, they're being silly, right? And so I'm like, yeah, dude, if you
LOL,
like, I asked you, I'm like, hey, do you want
to?
to be in this interview? And they're like, yeah. And then you know, and that's happened a few times where people will like tell us, hey, like we need you to take this down. We're gonna call the police. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Call the police. They can't do shit anyway.
Yeah, it's
But,
public
like,
domain, bitch.
Yeah, but I've had a few go viral. On YouTube, our most viewed video is 1.3 million.
Wow.
Long form content, 7
Wow.
minutes, 7 minutes long.
What is it of?
When was the last time you masturbated?
That's what it's about?
That's the title of the video.
Damn.
Dude, I'll send it to you.
You want to know something funny?
What's up?
So today when I was doing my Instagram live, somebody asked me, I was talking about a couple different things, and I was talking about like, yeah, I wake up with morning anxiety, but this is like my medicine. And people were like, oh, what are the details? And I was like, I was telling them about like what my anxiety was.
Yeah.
And I look back later and like, the reason I say that, what were you saying right before this? There was a reason that I thought of this.
When was the last time you masturbated?
Oh yeah. And one of the things was like, yeah, and I'm like trying to like be abstinent, but I don't know really how to masturbate. So
I don't really what?
know how to masturbate.
I don't know how to masturbate?
It's a very sad thing. I was raised very religious.
Yeah.
So it's just like not a thing that like.
So you've just never done that?
I mean, I have, but I'm
don't
just
know
not.
how to do it, right?
I'm not like an expert.
I guess it's a little different for girls to do it properly because
properly.
you just.
I mean, I've gotten better as I've gotten older. I will say that.
So-
I'm just like I've never been like a toy person or anything like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Anywho, but the funny part is that after I said all my trauma, like my morning anxiety, they're like, oh, we were actually just asking about the details for like the meetup this Saturday.
Oh no!
I was like,
Dang.
Ouch.
Do you have spoons?
I have one spoon.
That's it. That's all I need.
Is it in here? Where is? Can you use this?
I think this is plastic, so it's gonna melt.
Oh yeah, I do.
Dang, dude, I can't believe I forgot spoons.
Oh, it's right here. No, it's okay. I got
Oh, okay.
one. Let me just wash it really quick.
I can't. I was about to say. I was like, dang, I brought all this other shit.
My life is a shit show right now. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's actually not that bad. At least
Yeah.
I have a nice place.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, this place is amazing.
Yeah, I do like it a lot.
If I had a place like this, I wouldn't. I mean, like, dude, I would have my standing desk in here and my bed. I wouldn't have anything else. That's
Yeah.
what my apartment was for the longest time.
That was my last apartment. So if I end up staying in this place past May, I'm gonna turn in my bedroom into the studio, take that side as my room,
Nice.
and then it's basically used as a studio space.
Huge.
It would be a big win in the eyes of our Lord and Savior.
Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
This doesn't have a hinge. This doesn't have a hinge.
Look, not everything is great.
Hey, how do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Perfect.
It's called the Medium Rare Podcast. It'd be disrespectful if I didn't take it
Well,
that
one
way.
time I cooked a steak for my friend medium because he didn't like it medium rare, which is fine. I mean,
It's obviously not.
pretty accommodating.
You look frustrated.
Yeah, I know. I hate cooking a medium. Like,
I will say, okay, you did find it. Never mind. Yeah, okay. What's the next question?
good question. We're just riffing.
Okay.
We're just riffing off the
All
topic.
right.
So
I'm
you
trying
tell
to
me
think of
about-
what to think about.
Yeah, yeah. So we talked about music inspiration,
Yeah.
right? The other thing you wanted to talk.
Can we talk about your job stuff on the podcast or no?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay,
do
so
it.
what's going on?
So
I know you mentioned that you were like super vibing with them, but you were going on this little retreat and you were hoping for the best.
yeah, and the retreat, like that was great. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I met a lot of cool people. The company's great. The product's great. I love everything about the company. I just hate my day to day, which is really important.
Okay.
So my day to day is very like hunting, cold calling focused, like very prospecting heavy,
Yeah.
and I'm just like not the biggest fan of like that's what I was doing at the beginning of my career.
LOL. The
And
fact
then-
that you and I were like interviewing Roger.
Oh, we literally were.
Did you get the job?
His final round interview was today. So
We'll find out soon
yeah, he said it went well. We'll see.
how
We'll
it goes.
see shortly. Yeah.
This like, feels very Texas.
What?
This, like the cast iron skillet.
Oh, yeah.
Like the steak. It's like yeehaw. We should have little cowboy hats.
You know what's funny? Jair actually wore a cowboy hat when he came to the podcast.
I love that. Jair, that's actually, it's crazy that Jair is how we know each other.
Shout out Jair. I know, right?
Yeah,
we met
shout out
we
Jair.
met that one random night, like at
When I was super drunk, yeah. Did I
yeah.
tell you May 1st
I didn't
I'm
even
doing,
realize you were that drunk. You're doing what, May
Really?
1st?
I'm doing no alcohol for a year.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Dang. When was the last time you drank?
I mean, I drank this month, but I like haven't drank a lot. I think
Yeah.
there was 1 week where I went super heavy, and I was like, I cannot do that again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've been slowly weaning off of it. So by May 1st, I'm just gonna be like, no.
Nice.
What is that called? I forget.
What, this?
Yeah.
Butter basting?
Yeah. It's like a French technique, isn't it?
I saw it on a Gordon Ramsay video.
You're obsessed.
I've just been doing it for like 5 years, yeah. Well, when I first went carnivore, I looked up a lot of like steak cooking videos.
And it was all Gordon Ramsay?
Nah, it was like Gordon Ramsay, it was this other guy. Can't remember his name,
Well, you know who was really important.
right?
Oh no. Look at that juicy steak. LOL, this cup's in the way. Nice. I'm gonna stand on the other side of you.
Sounds good. Let me just boom.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nice,
Slay.
nice and aesthetic, you know.
Aesthetic. Somebody take a photo with my phone.
I can't. My phone is being. Oh wait.
That's on my phone.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta take my usual. I love doing this shit. This is like my favorite thing to do. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I got that ribeye on deck with the podcast going at the same time. That's it. That's all I need you to say.
Love it. I'm gonna take a photo of it. I'm gonna take a photo of it.
There you go. Just let it rest, and then
Yoink.
we'll see how it looks on the inside. I think that'll be.
I'm so excited about this. I love food. All kinds of foods.
All right.
It's the best.
I'm just gonna cut this down. We'll just eat it. Like I'll just cut it all in one pieces, and then we'll put it in the middle. Eat it family style.
Family style. I'm gonna sit on the counter because that's fun. My house.
I sit on the counter a lot.
I like to sit on the floor on the counter. I don't know. It makes me feel like a kid again, I think.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do is like, there's too much space here, but like, I like just like hang like this. Like, I'll just like let my feet dangle and stuff.
Yeah. I probably could do it. It wouldn't be too much space.
Yeah.
I'm bugging with you. Oh yeah, I feel like people won't be able to notice
Hey,
this on the podcast, but I am 6 foot tall.
Hey.
Well, I'm 5'11" some change.
Yeah. I'm 5'9", but I'm 6 foot on Hinge.
You do not. Do you really do that on Hinge?
No.
Okay,
I do 5'11".
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, when we meet you.
That was a joke.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Actually, you know, I did that one time, and this girl called me out for it because she was 5'10", and we fucked anyway. But
who's the hottest person you've ever fucked?
oh man. I'm not gonna tell you their name, but I met her in Deep Ellum on a random night out, and we had a one-night stand that turned into a 2-month friends with benefits situation.
No.
Yeah.
Are you still friends with her?
No, we haven't spoken in years.
Why?
Things just kind of like, it was just like one of those things that just like ended.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. It was all right. But it was, we both got along really well from
Gotcha.
a bedroom perspective,
Ooh.
but not, and I mean, we hung out, we liked hanging out and shit, but
Ideals were not the same.
yeah. But like, oh, behind closed doors?
Freaking the sheets.
You're the fucking best. You're the fucking best. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. For real though, like, it's crazy.
Love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of relationships, any new love on the horizon?
Any new love on the horizon?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say love, just some likes.
You don't
Some
have anybody
like-
that you're like, oh, I could see.
No, not right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a girl consistently, but consistently, inconsistently, if that makes sense. We'll hang out like once a month,
Okay.
but it's like,
Do y'all actually
purpose.
like each other?
yes, we vibe very well together
Okay, good.
on a lot of things, and we vibe together sexually.
I love how you would just throw that part in
It's
there.
important. You gotta have sexual chemistry.
I agree with you. I think that was something I learned later on in life, though. Again, very like
Christian.
conservative
Yeah.
Christian upbringing. So I had to figure that one out just by experience.
Right. All right, that's what we're looking like right now.
Yeah.
And then we'll go ahead and move this over there and get back out. Yeah. Dang.
It's like when you portal travel.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You want some salt?
That's not good. I was like, I'm so excited about this today. I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna eat steak today.
Hell yeah. So we got prime ribeye on the menu today.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what's up.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, this whole week has been, like my buddy Anik from law school came in town. We had dinner on Monday. Had dinner with 2 of my coworkers on Tuesday. Last night I had dinner with my friend Mike, like who you met at Twilight that one day. White guy? I don't know.
Shout out, Mike.
He's my older brother. He's one of my mentors. But
Okay.
he's the guy I met at the gym. And we ended up becoming best friends.
I think I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So, and tonight, there's like literally 4 nights of like,
Red meat.
that's every day, but like 4 nights of like cooking together with other people and eating together with other people. Amazing. Like,
I love that. I feel like
that's all
that's
you
like,
need. That's all you need in life.
yeah, man, good food, good people, like good career. Oh yeah, I don't think we ever did talk about.
Oh, to finish up the job thought. Yeah, so This is more, so my first role ever in my career in like the tech sales world, it was a hunting role where it's a lot of like prospecting, cold calling, cold emailing, really trying to get people's attention, generate enough attention to get a meeting, right?
Yeah.
My second role was customer retention, which is like they already do business with us and I'm just kind of renewing, but also making sure I upkeep and build a relationship with the customer. So that way, whenever renewal time comes around, I'm not just some random guy asking for money.
No.
Like I'm actually helping them and
making
creating
sure
what's-
they're
yeah.
maintained.
Exactly. And now I took this role, which is what I thought I wanted, but it's not. And then I took it, and they're like, hey, yeah, these are the tools we use, this is the day-to-day processes. And I'm like, oh, man, I messed up. But like, it wasn't their fault that I took the role. It was my fault because I didn't do enough research, like background research on what the role entailed.
Did you know to do that, or
What?
did you just make like an
research?
educated guess on what it was?
So when I was going through the interview process, they explained it a certain way. And while it is that, it's like very rarely that, and more so the stuff I don't like.
So what I'm hearing is that you had an interview, you trusted them, and then you went into a role, and now you're blaming yourself?
Yeah, but that goes back to extreme ownership because like at the end of the day, I signed the offer letter. I was the one who said like yes, like verbally when the guy called. Like it was on me for like not doing my due diligence. But I did my due diligence for this new role.
I prefer shared accountability.
Yeah. Shared accountability. Shared accountability. That's a good word. So there's some shared accountability. But this new role, I was like, I saw this role open for this DevOps company for renewals role. I applied for it, and then I reached out to like 7 different renewal reps, and I said, hey, I just applied for this open role. I see you've been in this role for this many years. Can we just chat for 15 minutes?
Smart.
Right? I shouldn't have eaten while telling the story, but
Yeah, it's okay.
so one person responds out of 7. Actually, a few people responded, but one person followed through. All right, so we set some time up on our calendar. Talked for a little bit. I was like, yeah, can you just tell me about like day to day? Can you tell me about what tools you're using? I worked a renewals role before this, and now I work in inside sales, but I want to go back to renewals because that's where my passion is. That's like where, and she can like hear it in my voice, like what that I like the day to day processes about it. And then she's like, yeah, it's this. It's focused on like ARR, like annual recurring revenue, blah blah blah. And I was like, cool. Do you use this tool, this tool, this tool, this tool? And she's like, yeah, we use all those. I was like, cool. Is this the process where you like do this? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, is this like the day to day? And then she's like, yeah. You pretty much know the role. I was like, yeah. That was my favorite role I've ever done in my life.
Oh, God.
And so she's like, great. Like, did you apply already? I was like, yes, I applied. I'll let you know what happens with the
Hiring.
yeah. While we were on that call, I got like an auto rejection for my resume, and I told her, I was like, hey, I just got like auto rejected by the system. It's cool though. Like, can we just like keep this? Can we just like link up 6 months later?
Yeah.
Let's just keep this relationship going, and then maybe when something else opens up, we can talk.
Yeah.
And she's like, dang, sorry to hear that. Yeah, no worries. And then
Did you make
the
your
next
resume
day,
for the role?
I made my resume. No, it's just like my cookie cutter resume.
Dude, you got to do
Yeah.
it these days. Like literally
Yeah,
what I do.
that's exactly what she told me too. Yeah.
What I do now is I copy the entire role, put it into ChatGPT, and I'm like, these are the things I need for my resume. Because they just put it into an auto thing these days, like an auto checker to make sure that it matches what they have on their description.
They're just using ChatGPT too.
Yeah.
To like,
You should just reapply
Yeah.
and make a new resume.
well, so let me finish the story.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? Told her that, and she's like, oh, dang, it's okay. Yeah, let's keep in touch. Then she DMs me on LinkedIn, and she's like, hey, might have some news for you
Oh,
on the role. And that was on Friday. She texted me, she DM'd me that. Monday, I see an update, and it says like, this person has been promoted to manager of the renewals team for commercial America. And I was like, whoa, that changes things.
yeah.
So like, what are the odds that I reached out to the one renewal rep who was about to get promoted in 2 days, and she knew she was gonna get promoted.
She knew?
She took the meeting anyway. Yeah, because you know.
She basically gave you the interview.
Right, exactly. So she,
Yay!
yeah. So she DM'd me and she said, hey, I personally passed your resume over to the recruiter. You should be getting a call soon.
High five!
Right? Right? It was just the craziest luck. The craziest luck
I really
ever.
hope when this
Yeah.
episode airs, you have like a new job.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
ba-da-bum. Can't do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
But
That's super dope.
yeah. So I went, gone through like 3 rounds of interview processes and getting my references right now. We'll see what happens.
So you're gonna have a new job in a month.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole point of that story is literally
Believe in yourself.
that, and you can literally create something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing, I applied. Like a lot of people, they'll apply to. You've probably seen it on LinkedIn. You know, they're saying like, "Oh, I've been jobless for like 9 months. I've applied for 500 jobs. I've gotten 200 interviews. I've gotten like 80 rejections. I've had like 80 recruiters ghost me. All this stuff." You could apply to 3 jobs, get to know as many people as possible within that job, like within that company, and then just like reach out to them. So that way, whenever the hiring manager's making a decision, you pretty much have like the ears of everybody around them.
Well, and that's why I feel very blessed because early on when LinkedIn was popping for video, I actually like went viral a couple times on LinkedIn.
Huge.
Yeah, so I have like over 5,000 connections on LinkedIn. So
Damn.
yeah, well, like when I said this to him earlier. I was like, there are some days where I'm like, man, maybe I should just get like a 100K job, like, you know, salary this like during the year. Like my other stuff kind of like isn't so overwhelming now that it like takes up all my time. Like it's kind of gotten a little bit like mundane almost. And I want to keep it somewhat special. I am worried that I stretch myself too thin and that like I'm giving up opportunity to make more money as an entrepreneur. So it's something that I'm weighing out. But there are 4 jobs that I went and found on LinkedIn that I was like, I would take these jobs. Like they have to do with like, it's like talent recruiting inside of the arts and entertainment industry. And so it's like something
that fit right in.
Yeah, it's something that I'm like curious about, that I would love to learn like how that industry works a little bit more.
Right.
Because I've just been pioneering my own fucking way this entire time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. This is how I'm doing it.
Right. This is my process.
Yeah, straight up. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Every time I say I'm going to get a real job, it never works out, and then I make more money as an entrepreneur. So
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're like currently as an entrepreneur, like how do you deal with being pulled in all these different directions, but also like maintaining balance and like keeping intention?
We've said maintain twice, so I'm going to shout out my friend Taka. He has a great song named Maintain.
Maintain.
It's such a good song. With that being said, so the way everything works is How to Be Social is a talent agency. I throw monthly events the last Saturday of every month. It's just like for artists to come together. We're actually about to start doing like a very like casual, like low effort, like weekly Saturday meetup where we all just come like show like our current content, get critiques, show like pitch new content ideas and see if anybody wants to like help with them. And then like hopefully we like do some actual content creation like during it. And so there's that, and Creator Jewels really falls underneath that How to Be Social bucket because it is talent that I represent. And I know it's myself, it's all me, and I know it sounds like I have multiple personality disorder, I get it. But anyways.
You wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, I just have a lot of worlds inside me, man.
Yeah.
So How to Be Social is like the main company. I would say pretty much all my artistry falls under Creator Jewels. So like right now I'm really focused on music. And there's seasons to it. So it's like in the arts and entertainment industry, like you have like piloting season. That's where like actors and actresses go to get cast, and like there's a certain season for that. I'd have to go look it up. I haven't participated in a little bit, but there's that. Modeling season is usually because you have your spring and your fall fashion shows that are the big ones. So people are usually casting from January to February for the spring ones, and then for fall it's usually like July, August.
Okay.
Maybe
so
a little bit before
the
then.
year is kind of the
It's
different
like-
pursuits are separated throughout the year.
Exactly. And then music is usually a summer thing.
Gotcha.
Not that you can gig as a musician. I personally don't do that because I believe in the economic value of like talent and art. If it's more widely available, then it's going to cost less. If it's, less
Supply and demand.
Yeah. If it's less available, it's going to be more expensive. So I don't perform in Dallas unless it's like a private show more than once a quarter. So I'll go to Austin or New Braunfels or Houston or San Antonio.
Different market.
Yeah, and I've gone and performed in LA before. I haven't done a New York show yet. I am still looking forward to that. I've done Nashville.
Nice.
Um,
Shout out Tennessee.
yeah.
You're the only 10 I see.
Anywho, so yeah, all the art stuff falls underneath Creator Jewels. More of my business side comes out. Like I have 5 talents right now that I represent. I pitch them to different companies. I help manage like music videos for them and negotiate for them. I am a counselor at times.
Yeah.
I got that master's or something. Anywho.
So you're kind of their agent?
Yeah, I would
That's the
definitely
way-
say I'm their talent agent.
Okay. Dang, 5 people. You represent 5 people?
Yeah, which is
So-
not a lot,
yeah.
honestly. Like, there's some talent agents that have like rosters.
Robo Texas.
Yeah, I'll only take it on 6 at a time, including myself, just because it does become a lot at some point. I also just individually, because being a talent agency is so up and down. Like, you have no idea. Like, sometimes you get really good deals and sometimes you don't.
Feast
And
and famine.
entrepreneurship was like that pretty much. But I think I've figured out the formula and the code to like keep myself afloat, which is great. And I'll say that in a second. But the other thing that I do is I have, from my freelance marketing days, I still keep like 1 or 2 digital marketing clients. So that's anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 a month, depending on the client.
Huge.
Yeah, so that's really, those are the couple things that I work on. I do have like they call me a media maverick.
Media Maverick. Oh, I seen that on your Instagram.
Yeah,
Like,
my
Maverick,
Hannah Jewel Clark Instagram, which is more my personal
Yeah.
Instagram. I kind of just like play around and have a good time on there.
Yeah,
I don't really
just do
care
your
too
own thing.
much.
Yeah.
Creator Jewels is like, she's wearing like, and this is like kind of like a new, as I'm separating and like defining my brands, I would say, not niching down per se, but definitely defining. Creator Jewels is like, she's a Hollywood starlet, like she's in the red wig, she's like the moment, and she's la 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 la. How to Be Social is very much more my like more
Business.
peacekeeper business, yeah.
And then Hannah Jewel Clark is like,
Like,
yo,
just
it's
me,
me. Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Huge.
So yeah, that's kind of how it all connects at the end of the day. Yeah, but Dallas Innovates, they hire me to like write stories, go after sponsorships, and then also there's another thing. Oh, like go out to events on their behalf and like network. So which I love that role. It's super fun. I've gotten like I've only been doing it for about 6 months now, and I've started to get some like sponsorship opportunities, which is like really cool.
Huge.
So I'll make a couple extra doll
Nice.
hairs from that.
Doll hairs. Is this something
Doll
you started in college? Like the
How to Be
from-
Social?
Yeah, like the very beginning of your entrepreneurship journey that
So
started in
you want to
college.
know what's really funny? I was an entrepreneur without even knowing I was an entrepreneur.
Oh, tell me about that.
So my mom started off selling mobile homes when we were really young,
Mm-hmm.
and then now she sells land for a living. But I always considered her a salesperson. Like that's what I was like. My mom does sales. And then when I was in college, I started doing like senior portraits and stuff like that for extra money. And then when I went freelance digital marketing, that I was like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. Like I didn't really like think about it that way. But the moment I was like, I can do this for a living, I was like, I don't have to have a job.
Yep.
That's when things changed. I was like, pfft. And then I told my mom, and she was like, yeah, totally, like just do that. You know, most parents are like, no, you need to say,
Yeah, you
not
need a
my
job,
mom.
yeah.
My mom is like, yeah, girl, like this is the life. You get to do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, she's coming like from a sales background. That's like that's pretty much entrepreneurship is. You're selling, in this case, you're selling yourself, like your services,
Yeah.
or like I mean, some other entrepreneurs they sell like a physical product, but even then, you're still selling a brand.
Yeah,
And
I want to
that's-
get to the physical product so bad. Merch.
Yeah. Merch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing that you recommend all the time. You're like, don't worry about niching, worry about building a brand around yourself, right? That's like something that you preach. And so that's like, if people know who you are, you can pretty much go into you have like 4 different things. You're a modern day Renaissance woman,
Oh, thank you.
right?
Yeah, I used to use that title quite a bit, probably about like 3 to 6 months ago. But then I was like, I know that, but do other people know that, you know? And so now I'm trying to get even more. It's been about how do I communicate who I am as simply as possible and as directly as possible while still being artistic. Like, and that has been one of the most difficult challenges.
Like a one-liner for yourself?
Yeah, and so I think where I'm at right now, like my bio is a Hollywood starlet, or your favorite Hollywood starlet, represented by How to Be Social. That way I can be like, hey, like, you know. And then it's musician and model, I think, and full-time content creator or something like that. So, yeah, now I'm just trying to tailor it more. So that's kind of the focus right now.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited that I know how to produce all my own music now from like beginning to finish, like writing it, all of it. Because that, I'm going to start.
Literally today.
Yeah.
Literally made a whole song today.
I can play it.
Yeah, we're not going to get copyrighted because it's your music. Let's do it.
Oh, my laptop's dead.
Oh, tragic.
So sad.
It's all
And my
good.
phone's all the way over there. Yeah. Next time.
We'll go
to my Patreon.
We'll put a link in the description of the Patreon and of the Apple Music page.
You can go support me. That's
Yeah.
also how I make money. I don't make a lot of money from Patreon, but I do make money.
Yeah. Cash. Digital cash. No, not really. No, that's cool. So, in college, you played basketball? Mm-hmm. And you're on the dean's list.
Damn, you really went far back into my Instagram. That's creepy. I didn't even know I was going to make the dean's list.
Really? That was a surprise?
Yeah, I got that in. My mom was so proud of me. I was like, yay. Grades had never really been a big thing in our house, but I was always, like, I was very good at school. I always got A's and B's, except for math. Math, I had to go to tutoring every single day after school.
Dang, but you went. You did it.
Barely made like a CB.
Dang. You can make the dean's list with a C?
And that wasn't in college.
Hey,
In college,
but C's get degrees.
in college, I didn't have to take any math classes.
Oh,
I only
there you
took
go.
one class and then I was
Huge.
done.
Yeah, I think I take like pre-calculus for my math class in college, and that was it.
I hate pre-cal.
Yeah.
That was the class I had to go to tutoring for every day after school.
Oh, dang.
Geometry wasn't
Tough.
that hard. It was
Yeah.
like little like shapes and things.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
art.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I can do this. I can draw.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, yeah, you're drawing things, but like you're just bullet pointing it on a graph.
Yeah, and you're like
And you're
adding some
connecting the
numbers
dots, yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Math was fun. Math was fun until like they brought the letters in, you know?
Yes, exactly.
It's like, bro, I don't want to do English and math in the same class.
I was like, this is becoming a little bit difficult. My dyslexia is moving around the letters and numbers. So
Do you actually have dyslexia?
yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
when I was a kid, I would read entire words backwards. I would read
Whoa.
like stop as pots and like I
Whoa.
would read, like, yeah, cats as stag.
Dang.
But my mom, my sweet mother,
Yeah.
I went to a private Christian school and they wanted to hold me back. And my mom was like, here's the thing I love about my mom. She is a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, my mother is a dragon. And she was like, you're not holding my kid back. And so I went to summer school every single day that year. But summer school was going to my next door neighbor, Laquita, who had used to be a teacher.
Shout out.
Yeah, she's R.I.P. Love you, Laquita.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, she was old. And so I will say this, she was like losing her memory at the end of her life, and I hadn't seen her in a couple years, but I went over, and I was much older at that point, you know, and she was like, Hannah, and I was like, yeah, remembered! Anybody knows, when they have like an elderly person that they care about in their life, whether it's a grandma, a grandpa, whatever, and they have like some kind of like memory loss, but they remember you, that's like ultimate steez.
Dang. my grandma on my dad's side has Alzheimer's,
Yeah.
and she don't remember anybody anymore.
Damn.
And it's like, yeah, it's so upsetting. But that
not hard to remember anyone.
it is kind of a flex though, like whenever
No,
someone
like-
remembers you like that. Like, yeah. Tell me about your when you called me earlier today, you were like, hey, you're trying to figure out like what to wear. Right?
Oh yeah.
You're really big on style. How do you like? Where does your style inspiration come from?
I'm actually super excited about this. So, it's something I've been thinking about a lot over the last like 3 months. So, first of all, if you haven't done it, you can look up your style by your astrological sign. And I'm not super into
What?
like, yeah, I'm not.
Write
And I
that
say I'm not super into astrology, but I know more than the average person. I'll say that. Because I think it's fun to define yourself, and so like because the more you can define yourself, the easier it is to like have self-identity. So I'm not saying you have to believe like, oh, the stars are guiding your life, but like my main sign, my rising, or excuse me, I think it's your sun
Sun sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sun sign is a Taurus. And so like Tauruses are very like rich greens and like neutrals, like very like dark, luxurious colors. Then excuse me, my rising is Aries, and then
Hey,
yeah,
that's my sun sign.
love it.
Yeah.
Aries are red, black, white, like for females, it's very like low cut jeans, like sexier items kind of thing. And then my moon sign is a Libra, which is like very like light blues, pastels, like very comfy, cozy colors. And so each one of those I've assigned to a different brand. So like my Aries is very much my Creator Jewel side, so very like all reds or hues of red, so I'll wear pink in the summertime kind of thing. The colder the season gets, the darker the red it goes. And then like black and white. Yeah, I know, right? And it's, oh my God, it's so helpful. And so for how to be social, it's like my Libra side. So lots of pastels, like softer colors, but like very like polished for the most part. Like I would say this is like how to be social, like dressed down, like chilling at home kind of thing. But if I like was going to a meeting or something, pencil skirt, like little jacket, like little neck scarf, very much so.
Just enough of a professional, but like just a little bit of that extra detail.
Exactly, a little pop. And then Hannah Jewel Clark is just like, you know, chilling tourist style, like neutrals, greens, like very chill stuff. So yeah, that is like the color schemes that I go with. And then, yeah, I mean, that's even like the style too, because really like Taurus is very like sweaters and like very like likes to be cozy.
Yeah, like warmth.
Yeah, like even if I went out, like if I had like a silk like set, I would like wear that out.
Yeah, I do always, whenever we go to karaoke nights, I always see you wearing like a trench coat or like like the half black, half.
Oh yeah, the tan one.
Tan, yeah.
Yes, that is a very Taurus-y style. It's like very
that's a
luxe.
piece. Like that is a piece.
I got that for free.
Sure. No way.
Yeah.
How?
The Burberry coat I got for free, and I got that for free.
Dang.
I don't know. I guess people just like to give me luxurious jackets. Maybe it's the Taurus.
I don't know what my rising is, but my sun and moon sign are both Aries. So I gotta figure out what my third one is.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of fire.
For real.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I determine my style. And like I also take a lot of like attitude cues from that. Not that I match it, it's more like I resonate with it. So like Tauruses are very like headstrong, like stubborn people. And I wouldn't say I'm stubborn so much, only because like your moon sign is supposed to be like your emotional side. And so Libras are meant to be like more mothering characters, like very like peacekeeper types. And I resonate with that a lot. I mean, I can be stubborn, but most of the time it is because I'm only being stubborn because I've had experience in this before, I know it, or my intuition is just so strong about something that I'm like, and I've learned to say it one time and walk away. Or like, if it's my own stuff, like, I'll fucking do it. But if it's somebody else's stuff, I've had to learn to be like, you gotta
just
back off. Yeah.
People make their own decisions at the end of the day.
Yeah, but it is so hard for me. I think that's the Taurus in me. It makes me very stubborn and like, oh, I just want to be right. And then my Aries side, that's like how you come off to other people. So like, people see me as like this like light, bubbly character all the time. Like, oh, she's so positive and happy. But like, I'm like actually very like moody and emotional. I'm like, you know, I have feelings too.
Yeah.
And I have noticed that actually. Like I live a very public life online.
Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff that's like sadder or like
Behind the
deeper,
scenes.
like I don't talk to people about that stuff usually.
Same.
Like I'll make a joke about it or like it'll be in passing or something. But yeah, and I wrestle with that too because I'm like, should I share some of these things online? Like, would that be beneficial for other people? Because I remember I said this in my live earlier today that when I was younger, like a lot of the problems that I was having, were just not as intense. Like they seemed a lot more surface level. Or I looked at the world in a much more surface level way. And now that I'm older, I'm like, these are people that are very close to me. And like, these are people that I don't want to hurt their feelings. And like, you know, even though I'm suffering or like I'm feeling some kind of like sadness or burden or anger, like, and it could possibly like help other people navigate their emotions. Like, I'm much more like, I will most likely eventually share it like a couple years down the road,
Yeah.
but I won't share it in that moment.
Right then and there because you want them to kind of make their own decisions.
Usually I write songs about it. Yeah.
All about other people's.
Yeah, if I'm like feeling a certain, like the song I wrote today, I'm having some frustrations right now with just communication with my roommate. And like, we're cool now. Like, I've told her, I'm like, look, this is like what I'm going through, and I haven't explained this to you because like I don't really want to explain all of this,
Right.
but this is what I'm going through, and like this is why this is bugging me. And it's cool now, but it's like I genuinely like it's actually, and I'll tell you a little bit about my music process, is like I had like created a beat that was like maybe 30 seconds long, and I just like added a bunch of sounds that I liked together, and I made something. It was like great, and then I freestyle on top of it, but I let it loop, and I just freestyle until like I'm like, okay, that's all the emotion I have, you know?
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
like,
gone. Creative expression.
yeah. And so then
Emotional expression, yeah.
yeah, and then I will go through each track and be like, I really like this part, I really like this part, I really like this part, and I'll copy all the tracks onto their own.
Right.
And then like today's was enough to like have a 3-minute song, and so I just like spaced it out and moved it out.
Nice.
So it was like it's super therapeutic.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like it just takes a little bit of like you have to dig for the meaning because you're so emotional, your emotions are so layered on top of each other, but it writes a story.
Right.
Because eventually it's like you're working out the emotions. So it's like at the beginning you might start super frustrated or mad. Like in the song is like the hook is I heard you say it once, so say it again. Go be that, say it again. Go be that. And it repeats that like 2 or 3 times. And the beginning of the song is kind of like being like, I really don't care what you think about me. Like, I don't need your feedback. I don't need to read the thing that you're sending me. Like, I am my own person. My brain works just fine.
Yeah.
And then the second verse is more like, you know, but I am accepting of all people, and I care about all people, and like I want to love all people, and like being who I am has actually brought in people from all different kinds of backgrounds and cultures.
Yeah.
And it's just talking about like being who you are, and like just like be that, like just be that.
Be like 100%.
Yeah.
110% yourself.
Yep.
Your authentic self.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good
Dang.
song today. I liked it.
I like how you made the beat. Like, today, too. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, honestly, the little intro part is very like.
And the ba 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 ba.
Ba-da-ba-bum-bum.
Yeah.
Ain't getting me
No
McDonald's.
copyright. No royalties. Sorry, push. Yeah.
He ain't getting no royalties anyway.
Dang, yo, he is getting royalties from Arby's now.
Good for him.
Because you know that song, like the Arby's, it's like we have the meat. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh yeah.
He's featured on that song, so he gets 50% royalties from that song.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah. And you know the thing is, it's like an EDM song that he has a feature on. That he has like a rap verse on an EDM song. It's that song that goes like, I came, I saw, I conquered, I balled, I came. That one, right?
I know that, yeah.
So he has 2 verses in that song. Yeah.
That's something I really want to do more of is collaborations. But I find it very hard to collaborate on music because
Styles.
no, every person that I've collaborated with musically, I've always ended up being on the outs with for some reason or the other. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because they all liked me or I liked them, and then it ended up not working out, and so the song is just in the ether.
Oh, like the song never got released.
Yeah. So I have this one song that I really, really like, and I wish I could release it, but can't.
Oh, because there's no.
Because I would have to
missing
get
piece.
the agreement.
Oh, dang.
Because there's split sheets in music.
Like the master is split.
Yeah, so basically it's like if we created a song together, right?
We both would need to sign something.
Yeah, I would get like producer credit. We would have to
dang.
agree on what the
Yeah.
percentage of the song that is. Like you would get writing credit. You would have to decide like. So it just depends on all that.
Nice. Okay, I didn't know there was all that
Yep.
went into it. Wow.
So I'm very cautious on when I make music with people. And usually what I do is I get my music to about 90% done or like to completion. And then I'm like, hey, like I would really like, I think about the people that I would want to like play live instruments or maybe do some like harmonies. Or if I like have a producer that I'm like, hey, I really want your unique style on this part of the song. Like, could you give it a once over? Like I'll do that because then there's no disputing that it is my song.
Right.
but you are adding your own collaborative effort on top of it. So it's like I retain the majority, and I might give you like, I don't know, like 5% or something like that. So
That makes sense.
yeah, really, I think about it in time. Like, so who's spending the most time?
Who's spending the most time, the effort, the energy, all the resources you can never get back.
Yeah, well, and also another part of it is that it's like whoever's the most popular on the song, right? So
Like the feature versus, yeah.
Yeah, well, and also, so you think of like Sia, I think it is. I wanna swing around the chandeliers. Yeah, she apparently wrote like a bunch of different songs for a bunch of really famous artists, and then she didn't. I don't think she even put out the first song that went viral for her. I think somebody put it out on her behalf.
Oh, she was ghostwriting a lot.
Yeah, she was good, and that's what she wanted to do. She didn't like being.
Oh, she didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she ghost wrote a lot of songs. There's a lot of people that are famous now that started by ghostwriting, which is really,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a really interesting industry. And there's so many different ways to come up too. So
Dang, dude, I could totally be a ghostwriter.
Yes, you could. You could be your own performer for us.
That's true too. Yeah. You said you wanted to. Do you want to?
I've had to plug in
stuff?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to. I thought you were just gonna like go through your. I guess your process is.
We don't have to do the entire process, but I'm gonna at least plug in my laptop because I need the things on my laptop in order to make the beat. Make the beat. And honestly, I found out today that a bunch of my stuff from, what do you call it? So Splice, you know what Splice is?
Is it a recording software?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I don't know why I agreed to that so easily.
Dang, it's just like I just like assumed that's what it was because that's what you.
No, fun fact, I actually use GarageBand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know GarageBand.
Yeah, super easy. But
I've made beats on GarageBand, but like they don't sound good.
So highly recommend. A bunch of my DJ friends and just musician friends really encouraged me in this in the beginning. They were like, don't be afraid or scared to use loops. So loops are just like but it just repeats. So you just, and it goes over and over and over again, and you layer a bunch of loops on top of each other with like some little sound effects and things like that, and you got a song.
There you go. That's it.
And so Splice is a library of sounds. Yeah, so
That's sick.
Yeah, very, very much so. You do have to pay for it, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, so what I will do is I will go to my Splice library. Splice. I found out today that I had a bunch of these sounds just like already loaded on my laptop, which was super cool. Trap samples, that seems more your style. What do you think about this? We're gonna start here.
I don't know. I usually just freestyle to. Remember that one beat I sent you? It was like that like lo-fi hip hop beat.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do. That's I think I could do that. I don't know.
Okay, we'll add it in as like the intro.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'll just show you what I have on my notes app.
Yes.
And you can kind of just
yeah. You know that song "Red Rum" by 21 Savage?
I know the song, but I don't remember what it sounds like.
Bro, I'm obsessed with that song right now. Oh, that's one I used today. Can't use it again. Yoink. Cartoons, birds.
Oh, I just realized I'm not on the Wi-Fi. Oh wait, you don't have Wi-Fi because you're on your hotspot.
Where's all the sound coming from? Yeah, you get a hotspot things here. So sorry.
It's all good.
Bars!
It's okay. I think I just connected my hotspot.
Slay.
I'm glad it's still open. Perfect.
Okay, so where is this? Where is this coming from?
Oh, it's probably like from.
No, okay, now it stopped.
Nice.
I think it was a computer glitch. That's what was happening. Oh yeah, the honey.
Gotta do it. Gotta do the honey on the pod. Have a little.
Just a little. I love how we're doing it with knives. Oh, it looks really good. I love that. I would eat the whole jar. That's super annoying. Where is it coming from?
Oop, my bad. Let me see what this is looking like right now. Okay, cool. I thought if I hop on my hotspot, it would like take the thing off.
Yeah. Oh, well, we could have used mine too. My bad.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Oh, you can have as much as you want of this, by the way.
All right, I'm gonna take my time on it because if I have too much sugar, it's not good for no one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I crash super hard on sugar and then I don't get good sleep.
Never mind.
Oh my god, where is this? Maybe it's coming from the finder and we're just gonna force quit this baby. Because it's being... Is it not coming from there? Where's it coming from? It's like just playing
That's
on its
crazy.
own. That's why I'm so confused. Okay, file, save, and browse. I'll put you in. Okay.
Oh,
it was
dang.
the what do you call it?
The actual file on the Finder.
Yeah. Or not in Finder, but it was the GarageBand. Being weird. Okay, so why is it doing this? It's like
Should we just look up non-copyright beats to freestyle?
No, I'm a producer.
No, right? No, you are 100%. But this is like this is so unorganized. Like these aren't
totally
like
fine.
okay.
You can do it however you see fit. Okay. This will work now. There it goes. So first thing, you just gotta create a couple beats. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just gonna... You gotta figure out what matches and what goes together. That's like the biggest thing. And like honestly, a lot of this is just by ear for me. My brother-in-law, he's like super skilled at stuff like this. And he's like, you just gotta like, I don't know. He's like, it's all about timing and signature. And that's what I've noticed. Most men that are producers, so different from women. Like, they are very all about like the technical aspects of it, which I just never have vibed with. Like, it does not compute in my brain correctly for some reason. And so I'm like, nah, man. Like, the first time I ever understood how to like make beats was Scarlet Park, shout out. And a lot of the equipment I have is from the Dream Girl bag. Your face says no. Hilarious.
It'll just be a challenge to go over it. Let's do it. Oh.
He said I like that one. Okay, we'll do that.
Wow, that was hot.
Yoink. All right. So let's see if these go together. If they don't, that's fine. Whoops. And almost.
It's like right there. It's right there. It's right there.
So close. Let's see if we put it down to 90 if that changes things.
Beats per minute?
Yeah. It's tempo. It's that.
Oh, it's like the long.
Yeah.
It's like from the top beat. It's.
But what we can do is. What I can do is I can just cut it a little bit early, and then we can loop it. And that's how you get beats to beat the way you want them to beat. Maybe. Sometimes it doesn't work well.
I like it.
It's like right there, but
it's
not
like it's
quite.
yeah, it's just like a little yeah.
She's not quite there. Let's see if we just put it at the beginning. Still off
It's this right here, right?
It's this long part. Yeah, let's see if we do. Guess what happens. Hold on, we're close.
Yeah, maybe a little more off the top.
A little off the top.
I feel like I'm at the barber. Can you like make these waveforms the same? Like, can you make this waveform the same?
Boop.
Maybe that'll do it.
You're a producer now. Okay, cool.
Oh dang, that was money.
So, what we can do is find. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, that's awesome.
This process is crazy. This is the first time it's ever been done on the podcast before.
Ever on the podcast. Love it. Okay.
Ever.
Okay, so let's see what this sounds like.
Oh, sounds like that, like Kanye Donda shit.
Alright, so you like it?
Yeah, I like it. That's hot. That's hot.
Oh, amazing. Love it. Okay. So let's see. You made me laugh so hard. Now I gotta think for a second.
Good.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this off just well, not both of them, just one of them, thank you. Drop that off here, and we're gonna let this loop so that you can like wrap a couple bars on it. And I see, I'm super not technical. I know nothing about like the measures and stuff. Like I know what a measure is.
Like an 8 count or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't really understand like how it works with music. So I just do everything by time. Which I know every musician ever is like, what a noob. And I'm like, I don't care, I don't understand it. So. And then I'm actually gonna match this up just a little bit more. And then we're gonna move this over just a little bit too. Let's see if I can. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. What are your bars?
They're all bars that I've freestyled.
Okay.
Where like I'll stop freestyling, I'll pull my notes out, and like most of the time I'm driving, so I'll like voice to text the line that I just said. Or if I'm freestyling and I'm with somebody in the car, or like anytime I'm out with somebody,
Yeah.
and we're freestyling, and I say something, they're like, "Dude, write that shit down. That shit's fire."
And
that's all this is. None of this is like pre-written. None of this is pre-written. All this is like stuff that's come up off the dome. Or it's like when we were just sitting down right here, we were talking about like cake and steak, right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, there's a bar in there somewhere," and
Yeah,
they're
I was like,
if I come up with the bar right then and there, I'll write it down so I don't forget it.
Nice.
But like none of this is like there's no concept here. It's just like shit that rhymes, but doesn't make any sense.
We can make
You
a
know what I
story
mean?
out of it.
Yeah?
I believe in it. Yeah.
All right. There's like one or two things that there's a story on here, but
There's always a story in your heart.
yeah. There's no place like home.
True.
There's no place like home.
Slay. All right, now it's on. Input device.
That's that giant piece of fat and tendon.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
realized why we
sometimes
left
I
that there.
don't mind eating the fat because
Yeah.
it still tastes good. And I know people are going to judge me for that, but I do not
No,
care.
fat tastes great.
Thank you.
Cold fat, not so much.
No, yeah. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that little piece off too. I'm just going to start it. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be way better. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where this best fits.
Can you mute the top for just a second
Yeah.
and play the... Honestly, that sounds better.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to add another layer of something else in there.
I might. It doesn't have to be something. We could, and it could be another.
And then is there a way to add these two in, like have a few measures of silence and then add this in again? Like every 16?
Say that one more time.
So this it starts the beginning is like the right?
Yeah.
And then it goes in with the beat.
Yeah.
And then this cuts off and then just lets the beat play.
Yeah.
Can you just copy and paste this again and not here, but here?
Yeah. So at the end of this one.
Yeah. Just one and then
Oops. Hold on a second. I need to go on this one. Boink. Yeah.
and then you can just extend that.
Yeah.
And then let's see.
That's easy peasy. So we can just.
And then maybe just put this every
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be exact. We can just
Get it
play by ear,
going.
yeah. Dude, this shit's fun.
Little did you know.
Yeah.
Came over to my place. We do have to get going soon.
Oh shit, it's 10:40. Yeah. Damn, I can't even. Roger doesn't have an iPhone, so I can't see his messages on here.
Oh, Roger.
Roger, get an iPhone.
Bully people into getting iPhones.
Roger, get an iPhone. So these chicks on Hinge might let you bone. There was one time, the girl stopped texting him because he had an
I
Android.
would. If a guy had an Android, I wouldn't text him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Wouldn't do it.
crazy.
I feel like that's I can't FaceTime you? How am I supposed to know what you're doing? No, find my location? Fuck no.
Oh damn.
Look, I'm not crazy. I'm a very reasonable person.
100%.
But if I'm dating you, I want to know where you are, and I want to know, if I need to call you or FaceTime you for any reason, that you're gonna be able to
I
FaceTime
can do that.
me.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Wait.
Is this recording?
No.
Oh.
I'm not like you podcasters. I saved my
Right.
recordings. I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm just gonna start from the top. I'll spit
However you
I'll
want to
just
do
spit
it,
the whole
bud.
thing. Yeah. I feel like this is part of the song where people ad lib stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any, so I'm just gonna go into it. Okay. I probably should have started back there. All right.
Okay, just keep going.
I got the keys like Future. I got the keys like Pusha T. You can call me Gunner, the way I push this P. I got the bricks that leaves the nostrils feel runny. I stack $500,000 a month. Call it Riley Reid money. Game sweeter than honey. I am the bee's knees. My name is Afraz and I don't smoke trees. Got Wagyu and sashimi like I am Japanese. With this hair and muscles, call me Hercules. Can't stand shit here. Call me Mos Def. You know I'm muted. Way I see the future when I pop these perks, I'm zooted. Take your village, take your girl, take your sports, I looted. I belong to two tribes. You know my name is Uhtred. That's a reference from the show The Last Kingdom. Fire on Netflix.
Oh,
Not
man.
sponsored.
We haven't been recording. My bad.
No! No, are you serious? Dang. Oh my god. Dang.
Sometimes that
That's like the
happens to
camera
me.
lens thing. That's like the camera lens. Here we go. Oh my god. That's great. It's okay. They heard it. They heard it. They heard it on the pod. All right. Yo, spitting bars on the podcast. Here we go. I got the bars like Future. I got the bars like, shit. I fucked it up.
Keep going.
Okay. I got the keys like Future. I got the keys like Pusha T. You can call me Gunner, the way I push this P. I got the bricks that leaves the nostrils feel runny. Stack $500,000 a month like Riley Reid money. Game sweeter than honey. I am the bee's knees. My name is Afraz and I don't smoke trees. Got Wagyu and sashimi like I am Japanese. With this hair and these muscles, call me Hercules. Can't hear shit, call me Mos Def, you know I'm muted. The way I see the future, when I pop these perks, I'm zooted. And take your village, take your girls, take your sports, I looted. Belong to two tribes, you know my name's Uhtred. I fucked your girl one time, and now she won't stop with the pester. She's 9 weeks in, just got through the first trimester. You think you're looking like a jester. I caught that pump, return it like I Devin Hester. Yeah, okay, Alright, I'm going this main now. I whip it like I'm Willow. Don't drink, don't smoke. I don't smoke the cigarillo. Before the crib was $1 million on Zillow. I use the yellow pages as my pillow. Okay. Eggs and beef liver, you know steak is a must. Antioxidants circulate off the rust. Grinding all day, push a ton till it's dust. Put the coke back in cola, call me Elon Musk. Okay. Mario Kart, Mario Party, I'm playing like I'm Yoshi. Stacking Bitcoin daily, call me Satoshi. I'm chilling here, over at Market Street. Yeah, going off the top, right here is the Target fleet. Okay, man, this honey was so sweet. Now I'm really going off the top, man. I need to warm my feet.
He said, he's going off the top of the dome, and you know, we got time, but we really gotta go to karaoke. Yeah, karaoke. Yeah. My name is CJ, creator Jules. I like to rap and I like to rule. They call me Queen Bee, cause you know I'm sweet. A little bit sassy if you piss me off.
Oh my god. Alright, hold up. Let's see. Okay. So throw it back. Yeah, I'ma throw it back. I be on Yik Yak, lighting up the fire on this fucking track. Yeah, you know I like fires. I'm a pyromaniac. I set fire to the track. Get your bars up like Moses Lack. Yeah, that's a Simpsons reference if you didn't catch that. All right. She asked me, babe, what you want for breakfast? I tell her I'ma scramble them eggs. Alexis, Texas. Okay. Not here getting caught out in Sudan, but I eat a bat medium rare at Wuhan. Say they want 04 hits, Billups, Chauncey. Slaying they want chill like slow jams Kanye. Matter of fact, why not? Like old school Beyonce. I tell the Philharmonic, play Adagio Andante. Okay.
That's it.
That's it? Oh, that's the whole song.
So,
damn, that's 3 minutes?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. This is us just laughing at the beginning. They heard it. The pod heard it.
Alright. Yo, let's spit bars on the podcast. Here we go. I got the bars like Future. I got the bars like
Shit.
I got the keys like Future. I got the keys like Push the T. You can call me Gunner. The way I push the speed. I got the bricks.
Nice, you're down.
Stack half a million month like Riley Reed money. Game sweeter than honey. I am the bee's knees. My name is a fraud. I don't smoke trees. Got Wagyu and sashimi like I am Japanese. With his hair and his muscles, call me Hercules. Can't hear shit, call me no step. You know I'm muted. The way I see the future, when I pop these perks, I'm zooted. And take your village.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna leave and I'll work on this at another time. But I'll take your best bars and I'll try to make a story out of it and then I'll send it over to you.
Dude, money.
Yeah.
Say less. That's crazy. No, dude, like literally one of my goals for the year was to like do this.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. That's crazy. Dang, I didn't even get to like the second, like I didn't even get to like my end, like there's so many, that's crazy.
One of these days we can, you should come to one of our little content meetups that we're going to be doing, because then you can be like, hey, I want to start making songs out of these, you know, and then
I don't know how to organize it, yeah.
Yeah, we can just help you organize it.
Sick.
So yeah.
Dude.
Boom, I'll airdrop this to you so you can have it.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. It's you.
Yeah. I think my, well, let me see if my contacts, everyone, yeah, cool. You should be able to airdrop it to my, dude.
My favorite part are the laughs.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my god. That's great. It's okay. They heard it. They heard it. They heard it on the pod.
Dude, you laughs. That's best ad-libs.
I got the bars like Future. I got the bars like, oh shit. I got the keys like Future. I got the keys like Push the T. You can call me Gunner. The way I push the speed. I got the bricks that leaves the nostrils still running. Stack half a million month like Riley Reed money.
Dude, this sounds so hard.
He's gonna be in the car randomly with people down and just gonna be like, boop.
People gonna be like, yo, who's this?
Is this you, bro?
Yeah, there's a line in there where I say like, my name is Faraz. Oh, thanks.
Take your village, take your girls, take your spoils, I looted. Belong to two tribes, you know my name's Utrid. I fucked your girl one time, and now she won't stop with the pester. She never
What is pesta?
Pester.
Oh.
She's like, she's pestering me.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought you said, but I was like, it's either pesto or
Yeah.
pester.
Alright, I'm calling this man now. I whip it like I'm Willow.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that part in
Yeah.
there. The best part is that it's up to my artistic interpretation.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
The whip it like Willow thing is definitely gonna be a hook.
Oh yeah, dang.
Like Willow.
Oh, whip it like Willow. Oh, dang, dude. I'm so like hyped to see this, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like
Dude,
you're
if this
out
is
the main thing.
if this is like sound design stuff that like I need to pay you for, let me know.
Oh,
I don't know
you're
if you
so
charge that.
funny.
Okay.
No, honestly, just post the pod. Other people have to pay me, but I'm not gonna charge a lot in the beginning. I'll probably charge like per hour. We'll like sit down for 2 hours, like $50. Until like 3 months go by, I have enough where I've worked with enough people.
Right.
And then I'll probably bump it up to 100.
100%, dude.
I forgot that I had.
Bro, your flow is so like,
I've been doing this for years.
yeah, you're like in the pockets. The rule. Dude, is this? Are we about to collab on a song, dude? That's crazy.
So an idea that I've actually had.
Yeah.
Okay, and this also might be a deal for people on the pod. So I want to start releasing music underneath the How to Be Social brand, just to like have it. And so like it would basically be like, I don't know if we would be considered a label or whatever, but it would just be like, hey, like my friends who I create content with and like do stuff with, like if you provide some kind of like the podcast, right? This provides value to me because I don't have to make content. You're gonna have me as a collaborator, and it shows my personality. People love when I do podcasts.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to provide value back, like this kind of stuff. And then like we release it, and it's like How to Be Social is either like the label or a percentage or how, I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
It's not something I've done before.
No.
But that way, like we have music out collaborative together, and it like kind of comes to like
yeah.
this thing where we like, you know how like Tyler the Creator had like the group that he did.
Odd Future.
Odd Future, yeah. So like kind of like that, but like better.
I'm down.
So yeah. That's our first little collab.
Dang.
You're
Dude,
so
that's so,
excited.
I'm so excited.
I love it that you're
dude,
just so happy.
Dude, because I like whenever people ask me like what I like to do for fun, I like to
Freestyle?
Well, I like to freestyle, but I like to will have Rap Genius up on one part of my screen, and I'll have the song up on the second part of the screen. And I'm literally like dissecting bars for fun, like on a daily basis. Like I'm like, what is Lupe saying here? But like, what's this triple entendre? What did Jay-Z mean when he said this? Right?
Wow.
Like you know the song 99 Problems by Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of people think that song is very misogynistic.
Oh, interesting.
Right? But there's 3 verses in the song, and he's not talking about girls at all in any parts of the song. Like
What's
the first.
he talking about?
So the first parts, he goes, rap mass they try to get me on the show. I don't play they don't play my hits. I don't give a shit. So rap mass try to use my black ass, so advertisers can give them more cash for ads. I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I went from rags to riches. I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. So he's saying like rap magazines.
I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, he's talking about rap magazines and critics are like the bitch. Like they're like, oh, they're like. And then the second verse he goes, the year's 94, my trunk is raw, my rear view mirror, I got the motherfucking law, I got 2 choices, y'all pull over the car, blah blah blah. Anyways, he goes, this cop is trying to search his car because he thinks that it's stolen, right?
Yeah.
But like, because driving while black used to be like the reason why cops used to pull people over.
Yeah.
And he goes, are you carrying a weapon on you? No, a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit. All my paper's legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? Well, the glove compartment's locked, so there's a trunk in the back. I know my rights, so you're going to need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp as a tack? You some type of lawyer or something, somebody important or something? I ain't past the ball, but I know a little bit, enough that you won't illegally search my shit.
Yeah.
And then he goes, let's see how smart you are when the canine comes. Jay-Z's like, I got 99 problems, but that bitch ain't one. Like, literally the female dog, like, right? And then the last one, he's talking about, like, the line is, like, he's gonna be yapping, and I'm gonna get the clapping, and he gonna be yapping to the captain. There you go, cat, and the riffraff again. There I go, cat. He pretty much says, there's one line, he's like, dudes that wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. He's talking about dudes who just talk a lot of smack, but don't follow through on action. So the first verse is about rap critics and magazines. The second verse is about a literal canine unit. And the third verse is about dudes who, don't follow through with what they say.
Interesting.
And the whole, and as soon as that song came out, everybody's like, oh, Jay-Z's misogynist. It came out in 2003.
Yeah.
But that's what the headline said.
Oh,
and
wow.
he literally said in the song, like in the first verse, he's like, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Yeah.
Right? And it's
skimmed.
crazy. But that, I love dissecting that. Anyway, that whole thing to say this was great because literally hip hop is my life. I love studying it. And so like it's cool to do that.
The reason I am excited to speak is that one of the talents we represent, his name is Katana, the only Katana on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah.
Shout out.
I met Katana at the meetup as well.
Yeah, you should definitely do an interview with him too. He's
Down.
super interesting and unique and why he does what he does. So
Yeah.
he's a black artist that raps in Korean and Japanese and is very heavily involved in the
Huge.
K-pop community.
Yeah.
But he recently did a TikTok because I've been pushing him to make more like just like authentic like personality content because all of his stuff was very like what is the word?
Trendy.
No, high production value. Like he was doing dances and like doing a lot of transitions, and that's just like it's very taxing to do that kind of
Yeah.
content constantly.
Every day, yeah.
So I was like, dude, just do a couple things like we were talking in the car, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, do some chill stuff.
Yeah.
He did this one that was talking about like. You didn't call me a bitch because she is the bitch and like points at his dog. Yeah, and then he's
that's good,
he's
that's
like
good.
explaining all the different types of like the
Yeah.
word bitch.
Ways to word. Yeah.
Yes, and it's like such a good video. It's
Oh,
so well
dude.
done.
I gotta watch that. Shout out Katana.
Yeah.
Met you one time, but
One time for the one time.
One time for the one time for your mind. Sick. This is great.
Yeah.
I
Have a great
have
time.
I have a quick. We really gotta.
Yeah,
dip.
we gotta start
Let me hit
dipping.
you. Let me hit you with this lightning round real quick.
Ooh, okay,
All
lightning round. I
Literally
love
like
this.
one sentence or like one word, like just as first few things that come to
Okay.
mind. Okay. All right. And you don't have to like go deep into detail
do
for
it,
these.
do
but,
it.
All right. All right. Describe your ultimate sandwich.
The Arby's sandwich that has the I'm just gonna say the meat, but it's not like a patty
We have
melt.
the meat. It can be anything. You can like create
it's the roast
a
beef
sandwich.
sandwich.
You can create the
No,
sandwich.
I don't want to be that
all
good.
right.
That's not my
All right, cool.
thing.
Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Yep,
Okay.
with cheese.
Awesome. What's your favorite? What's your favorite thing to do on a rainy day? Favorite way to spend a rainy day?
So I used to have this little patio where I used to live, and it would be covered, but it would still be outside. And just getting blankets and sitting on the couch and like painting and doing creative things and like just being warm and cozy. Yeah.
Okay.
But like still getting together, right?
Yeah. As long as you're just in it.
Yeah. An atrium is my dream.
3. Oh, that'd be hard.
Yeah.
3 of your favorite books.
We
that's
talked a little bit about
We
this
did.
earlier. So Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. Ender's Game, the entire series is incredible. And then ba-na-na-na, what is another one that I like? I'll go with the newest one that I like, which is The Midnight Library
okay.
by, I think it's like Matt something. Can't remember his author name.
Gotcha.
Anyways,
Perfect. Top 5 hip hop artists of all, or top 5 artists of all time.
I was like,
Doesn't have to be hip
ooh,
hop.
hip
Top 5 artists of all time. Like your 5 favorite, not like objectively.
Panic at the
yeah.
Disco.
Okay.
Childish Gambino comes to mind.
Shout out.
Just
Donald
incredible
Glover.
career, incredible human.
Renaissance
love him.
man.
Yep, 100%. I don't know why he's coming to mind. Maybe because I recently watched an NPR of him, but Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
Like,
JT.
I don't like him so much as a person, and I know like in this day and age, like we don't support the person, we don't support the music.
Yeah, but you support the music, yeah.
The 2020 Experience was an album, man.
so good.
That and like I would put him and Daft Punk right next to each other. Like if I had to switch JT out for like politically correct reasons, I'd put Daft Punk.
I mean, you can put Daft Punk in the 5 as well if you want.
I just feel like they're too like
Okay,
the only
yeah,
reason
yeah,
I like
alright.
JT as much as I do is from that 2020 Experience album, and I just feel like Daft Punk's music is a lot like very similar
Yeah,
of that
that makes sense.
style. I'm gonna put Frou Frou on there. Do you know who that is? You know
I
who
don't know who
Imogen Heap is?
Jimmy Heap?
Yeah, it's
I don't.
I will show
You
it to you
gotta
in
put
the
me
car
on.
later.
Yeah.
And then let me think of another artist that I Fergie.
Oh,
Fergie.
Fergalicious.
Definitions make them
Boys go loco.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, that's all.
Next
I know.
question.
Okay. What's your best dad joke? Can you pull one out right now?
My brain is so bad. My dad joke,
Yeah,
which
hit
is
me.
very sad and personal to me,
Yeah.
is that my dad lived 10 minutes away from me my entire life, and I've accidentally seen him in the local Walmart. Isn't that such a funny dad joke?
That's crazy.
That's my dad joke.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dang.
I would like to
I
iterate for the
don't even know
record.
how to respond to
I would
that.
like to iterate for the record. Me and my dad have worked on my relationship in my late 20s, and he is a very good man. I just think that's a really funny joke, and it'll never not be a funny joke.
That is a really funny joke. I'm glad you
Yeah, pretty dark.
Glad you
but,
shared it. Yeah, very dark. If you could have dinner with any 2 people from history, who would they be and why? They can also be living currently, like anyone that's ever existed. Who would you have?
Can I pick 3?
Sure.
Eleanor Roosevelt,
Okay.
Incredible Woman was basically president without getting the title. I'm like, I don't know how you did that. The amount of pride that I had couldn't do that. Two, and I also want to say this, the reason she was president without being president is because Theodore Roosevelt had polio late in his presidency. And
Right.
Yeah, she was
pretty
basically
much
like,
doing everything.
yeah. And then Jesus Christ, obviously. I'd be like, bro, did you really turn some water into wine? Do it right now. Do it right now.
Do it right now, bro. Pour me 2 glasses.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jesus was a really cool dude. I mean, he was like saving prostitutes, taking down government, healing the sick, being like, yo, children, you it, you know? Like, he's like, be like the children.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm down with that dude. He's cool.
For the children. Jesus is for the children.
Yeah.
Much like Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang is for the children.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. Tricks are awesome.
Yeah, and Betty White.
Oh,
She's just had
Yeah.
a phenomenal career.
Yeah.
Like an incredible woman.
dang. Eleanor Roosevelt, Betty White, and Jesus.
Christ, yeah.
And
gotta-
Jesus Christ,
you gotta
yeah.
say
Jesus Christ, shout out. Yeah, the
Our
Son
Lord
of
and
God.
Savior.
Yeah. And yeah, that would be a banging table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, we'd have a ball. We'd play canasta or something. I don't even know how to play
You play
canasta.
bridge, dude. You teach Jesus Christ bridge.
That'd be interesting. Anyways,
Solid.
yeah, those are my 3.
Nice. Oh, I do have 2 more questions. Three movies you can watch over and over and over and over again.
Grand Budapest Hotel,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Wes Anderson film. There's gotta be a Disney movie on there. Really, just like any Disney princess movie. Like I really
Okay, fair.
like. I just feel like that's good for the soul.
Yeah.
I think any Disney movie really.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Disney movies I don't like. And then boop boop. There's gotta be another one. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. I'm gonna watch this later and be like, I should have said.
Yeah.
Brain correctly.
brain, go away. That's what all my haters say.
Hey. Wow, I really can't think of a third one. I'm gonna comment on it later.
Okay. What about TV shows? Same question.
Criminal Minds, I always watch that. Like into fall into winter season,
Hard.
always rewatch
Yeah.
that. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
The live
Uncle
action
Iroh.
right now is very good.
It's good? I
Yeah,
need to watch
it's
it.
really
I
good.
haven't watched it.
Really good. Highly recommend.
Okay.
And then Steven Universe. It's my
Oh, Steven
favorite
Universe.
of all time. It's the best cartoon show in the world.
Heck yeah. All right. Last question. Do you have any advice to give to the people back home? Below, just some
The
creative,
first
some
thing that
Jules
comes
wisdom.
to mind is that you're all doing it wrong. You should listen to me. I'm just kidding. That's so messed up.
There's a little truth to every joke.
That's a little ting. Okay. No, honestly, I would just say do your best to not take yourself so seriously. Most things in life aren't as dramatic as you think they are. And you know, consistency isn't about doing it every single day. Consistency is never giving up and continuing to do it throughout your lifetime, because at some point it will be
All
the
right.
thing.
And then let them know where to find you. Let them know any upcoming events you have. Plug everything you want to plug.
Hi. Okay, so I have 3 Instagram accounts, which is the best way to get connected to all my other stuff. Creator Jules is your favorite Hollywood starlet. She is the actress. She is the musician. She is all the grand things in life. How to be social. If you want to be a part of a creative community that focuses on mental health first, connection, education, and creation, we are the group for you. We meet the last Saturday of every single month and have weekly meetups to just help each other grow as artists. And then I have my personal Instagram, which I'm going to private pretty soon. So maybe by the time this podcast. I
Yeah,
don't
no
know.
worries. Yeah.
But yeah, Hannah Jewel Clark, that's my full name. It's just like a little bit more of who I am. I don't know. I might turn it into a coaching account. Who knows? Whatever the world holds.
Yeah. This project will probably be out. Podcast.
We got a whole project
Yeah.
going down.
Right? It's probably out after your date, but April 7th. You got your.
Oh, yes. So we have 3 events on our website right now. howtobesocial.blog. It is .blog, not .com. You can check out our next 3 events, which our next one is the Stay Social Meetup, which this Saturday you'll probably get to see the recap video. Go to How to Be Social on Instagram. The next one is we are doing the future of fashion. It is a panel talk with fashion industry professionals. We are going to try and host a little fashion runway show and have some vendors there as well, so that'll be really cool. And then in May, we have the Social Sounds Showcase. A lot of alliteration. I really love alliteration. Tongue twisters. Social Sounds Showcase, which is really, really cool. It's going to be 2 performers, 2 DJs, And we're doing it with a really cool partner that is producing a video game. They are the Dev House agency, and they're producing Our Tribe Above It All. Very excited. Shout out to Jim Welch. He has been a great supporter of my art and who I am. You're awesome, Jim. Thank you so much. And hopefully by the time this releases, you can get a demo of their game, Our Tribe Above It All. And you can also play it at the May Social Sounds Showcase. Make sure to get your tickets now.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Much love.
Aw, stay social.
Stay social.
Cheers, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.